Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this video, we will explain about how to use textbook. There are three contents that include in this material. The first is what are the different options for textbook use, and the second is what do adding, adapting, and replacing look like, and the last is how should teacher choose textbook. I will explain the part 1, what are the different options of textbook use. According to Neville Grant in his book, Making the Most of Your Textbook, he suggests 4 alternatives when the teachers decide the textbook is not appropriate for the student. Firstly, he or she might simply decide to omit the lesson that solves the problem of inappropriacy and allows him or her to get on with something else. The first alternative is a teacher can omit the lesson. The point of omit the lesson, it means that if the material is not appropriate for the student, the teacher can skip it and doing with something else. For example, the textbook for first grade, misal materinya tentang tenses, nah itu kan tidak sesuai ya, karena mereka kan belum ngerti. Jadi the teacher can skip the material and doing with something else yang sesuai dengan umur segitu. The second option is to replace the textbook lesson with one of the teacher's own. This has obvious advantage. The teacher's own material probably interests him or her more than the textbook, and it may well be more appropriate for the student. Now, the second alternative is the teachers can replace the textbook lesson with one of the teacher's own. Jadi, guru bisa mengganti textbook lesson dengan idenya sendiri atau dengan menggunakan buku pegangannya sendiri. Nah, keuntungan dari replace the textbook lesson with one of the teacher's own ini, mungkin materinya itu lebih menarik for the student, and it may well be more appropriate for the student. And the third option is to add to what is in the book if the lesson rather boring, too controlled, or if it gives no chance for the student to use what they are learning in a personal kind of way. The teacher may want to add activities and exercise which extend the student engagement with the language or topic. Now, the third option is to add to what is in the book. So the teacher can, if the lesson is rather boring or too controlled, the teacher can add some activities or exercise that make the student more active in their language or topic. The last option is for the teacher to adapt what is in the book. Using textbook creatively is one of the premier teaching skills, like using the same material but doing it in her own style. So the teacher can adapt what is in the book and using the textbook creatively. For example, if the material is about drama, the teacher not only describe what is drama, but the teacher can make a some group and doing role play with the student. So there are 4 alternatives according to Neville Grant. The first is omit, replace, add, and adapt.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Okay, now in here I want to continue to explain to part 2 under title what do adding, adapting, and replacing look like the textbook. How to adding, adapting, and replacing the textbooks. Just that. Okay. For the first time, most textbooks have word lists. Usually in the books, in the behind of books, usually there is a type word list like this, like admire, attendance, attractive, bad, beautiful, until victim. That was the word list that used in the upper intermediate class. Yeah, it will use to intermediate class addition. The name is addition. The first time is personal engagement. The teacher can ask students to discuss the question like which word have a positive meaning, which words have a negative meaning. So it's mean that next time we see the word list last time, we see the word list this, the student can know or can understand which one the positive meaning, that which one the negative meaning of the words. Yeah, every word have a positive meaning, that every word have a two meanings, there is a positive meaning and negative. So next time automatically the student will know the positive and the negative meaning of the words. Would study the second. Teacher can ask of a number question about how the words are constructed. Student can be asked to make a list of words which are stressed on the first, second, and third syllables. This is for the first time. Next time the teacher can give some question, a question. Next time the student can change the question or can add the question with the word of that have been listed in the word list, can be added. You can see in the what in the book. If you are not understand, there is the explanation in the book. So it means that next time the teacher give some question, then next time the student adding some words to the question, like that. The CS word game. After the discussion about headline, the student are asked to use words from the list headlines for a tabloid newspaper. Example: attractive doctor in dramatic motorway experience. The words list can be used for expansion too. The teacher give a student a sentence like the man kiss the moment and ask them to expand it using words from the list last time and adding any necessary grammar words too. They might produce something like this. The teacher for the first time give the headlines. Headlines. After that, next time the teacher give the second headlines. There are two headlines, and next time the student can be adding word list inside the headlines or inside the titles of the news. Then next time will happen like the attractive fair hate there is in the word list. Man with dramatic but elegant stains freckles there is in word list. Kiss the fascinating pretty flight attendant. Flight attendant there is in the word list in front of the generous woman on the motorway. Just that. So the student can adding the any necessary word in the word list to the headlines. Yeah, understand? I hope you understand all. And then just that I wanna give you. Then thank you very much. Next time we will continue by it will continue by my friend. Thank you very much.
Okay, I will continue explain for my friends. And next, explain adapting pre-intermediate. The teachers use a full play, letter writing, and etc. It's neither better than the material in the textbook. It is simply different because the teacher thought it would be more appropriate for a particular group student and their teacher on a particular day. Jadi guru di sini itu menggunakan metode role play and letter writing. Mengapa? Karena lebih baik daripada materi yang ada di textbook dan juga lebih tepat diajarkan kepada muridnya. And then replace or lower intermediate. It is a example of replacing textbook material with a teacher's own idea. The teacher's decision to try and find his own material leads to a different type of lesson. Yaitu replace di sini mengubah materi yang ada di textbook tersebut sesuai dengan ide gurunya. Next, part 3. How should teacher choose textbook? Teacher choose textbook by understanding the effectivity of the textbooks and the reliability of the textbooks, like the price, availability, layout, and design, methodology, skills, syllabus, topic, teacher guide, and etc. Jadi guru memilih buku atau bahan ajar yang mudah dimengerti dan efektif dari textbook tersebut atau buku ajar yang akan diajarkan. Dan reliability textbook yaitu seperti harga, availability, layout, desain, metodologinya, skill, syllabus, topik, teacher guide, dan lainnya. Okay, I think enough, and thanks for watching. Any question? Okay, the last essay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.